The anatomy of the heart can sometimes be hard to describe, so to help us, anatomists have devised several useful terms. Today we're going to cover the surfaces of the heart and the terms used when describing them. This is the third part in our heart mini-series, so consider taking a look at our previous videos on the mediastinum and the pericardium before continuing. My name's Conor, and welcome to Anatomy 101. Here we're looking at the heart, pericardium removed, from an anterior view. Gray's anatomy describes the shape of the heart as like a pyramid tipped on its side, with its point coming out towards you and slightly to the right. Let's draw that pyramid and see how it relates to the heart. The most posterior part of the heart is known as the base. The base is quadrangular in shape and anchored in place. The inferior part of the heart sits on the diaphragm, held there by the pericardium, and is thus called the diaphragmatic surface. As the lungs sit on either side of the heart, the lateral surfaces of the heart are known as the left and right pulmonary surfaces. And finally, the sloping front of the heart that we're so used to seeing is known as the anterior surface. Easy. Let's have a look at exactly what parts of the heart relate to each of its surfaces, starting with the base. The base of the heart is made up mostly of the left atrium, which is held in place due to the pulmonary veins entering it from both sides. The rest of the base is composed of the right atrium and the proximal part of the great veins. Immediately posterior to the base is the esophagus. The bottom of the base is separated from the diaphragmatic surface by the coronary sinus. Next, the diaphragmatic surface is composed mostly of the left and right ventricle. And the anterior surface is composed primarily of the right ventricle, with some contribution by the left ventricle and the right atrium. The left and right pulmonary surfaces are made up only by the left ventricle and right atrium respectively. Some other terminology we use to describe the heart are the margins. The two most important to note are the obtuse margin, which extends from the left auricle to the apex and separates the anterior and left pulmonary surfaces, and the inferior margin, which is the edge between the anterior and diaphragmatic surfaces. The point at which the obtuse and inferior margins meet is approximately the location of the apex, which is the point of the heart. Lastly, let's look at the three sulci of the heart. These are depressions in the heart's surface that accommodate the blood vessels that run over it and lie approximately in line with the walls of the ventricles and atria. Encircling the heart on both sides and separating the atria from the ventricles is the coronary sulcus. This contains the right coronary artery, left circumflex artery, coronary sinus, and the small cardiac vein. The anterior interventricular sulcus runs down the anterior heart between the two ventricles and contains the great cardiac vein and anterior interventricular artery. And lastly, the posterior interventricular sulcus runs on the diaphragmatic surface to contain the middle cardiac vein and posterior interventricular artery. And there you go, that's all you need to know about the surfaces of the heart. Remember to subscribe to the channel as we're releasing new videos on the heart all this week. I hope you learned something and have a great day.